Hello, hello, hello. What do we have here then?
Dear Esther. Who's Esther?
Maybe pronounced Esther?
Maybe.
Also, what's a landmark edition?
That's a good question.
Why are we starting on this path?
I don't
Why
know.
are you StarprincessHLC? Why am I Raven? Why is that guy a big golden cold Surratt?
I mean, the hair had to get sentient at some point.
No amount of beard jealousy at all? None at all.
I mean, I've lost a lot of hair off the top of my head. It's only right I get it at the bottom of the head.
I'm getting there, but yes, Dear Esther, landmark edition. Because if we didn't have it, we'd be getting. Do we have landmarks? We'd be getting lost.
Indeed.
So is there how much difference is there between the landmark edition and the stock standard edition?
That's a good question. One I do not have the answer for.
Eh.
Well, I guess we're going to a lighthouse.
Dear Esther,
Just bet there's no dragon in it.
I've lost track of how long I've been here, and how many visits I have made overall. Certainly the landmarks are now so familiar to me that I have to remind myself to actually see the forms and shapes in front of me. I could stumble blind across these rocks, the edges of these precipices, without fear of missing my step and plummeting down to sea. Besides, I've always considered that if one is to fall, it is critical to keep one's eyes firmly open.
They let you go swimming, huh?
Apparently.
Ooh.
Whee! Blub, 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 blub.
Oh, hey, Stelphinius.
Yeah!
Oh.
You only get to swim for so long.
I got an achievement for drowning once. That implies I can do it multiple times. Hang on.
Oh
There's an
no.
achievement for drowning one time, specifically.
Yeah.
One time. Also, it looks like there's something actually in the water, but...
Yeah.
Come back.
Oh, I didn't get an achievement that time.
Watch it be an achievement for drowning 5 times or something like that.
Well, third time's the charm. Apologies to anyone who's watching this and has a fear of water.
I am looking at the achievements, and unless the hidden one is for the drowning, once it's all you get.
Okay.
Ah,
Well, I mean, at this point, we probably have brain damage now. Hey, look, a boat.
it's not very serviceable.
Nope.
It's seen better days.
Hello? Anybody home?
The image that kept popping up while we were drowning looked a lot like that window.
Oh, good, it's a toilet. Should I stick my hand in it?
No.
Is
That's
your
not.
name James?
I don't know what my name is. I'm an amnesiac, I assume. Or we just haven't been given our name yet. Or it was in that speech that we missed while we were drowning.
Maybe we're Daniel. I don't know.
Maybe.
Fuck you, Daniel.
I don't think there's an option for me to open any doors. Like, I can zoom in. That's like all my buttons can do is just go whoa, whoa, whoa.
So it's a lot like playing Edith Finch.
Yeah. In 3D!
Just with less houses being sailed.
Man in dark.
I'm not sure what chemical that is.
Let's see, there's, I guess, hydrogen there.
Hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen are what's shown on there. And you get a hydroxide. The OH would be the hydroxide attached to it, but I can't tell you what C2 C2O1H 201H6 C2OH6 or C2H5, because HL isn't I don't think HL is
Yeah, unless it's an I, yeah. It is the molecule Hawaii.
It could be. I'm sure somebody will know out there what that is supposed to represent. It's been way too long since I did any type of chemistry.
Other than the type of, you take lantern, you add corn dogs, and you get this reaction.
Well, it's more, you take the lantern, you take the corn dogs, you take the raw ingredients for the corn dogs and throw them in an oven, and you add lantern, then you get the reaction. Yeah, you have to do things in the proper steps.
Yep.
It's like baking the corn dogs.
There was no particular reason for me to add corn dogs as a way to initiate a fight in hitting the ice. Oh, absolutely.
Well, it looks like we have 2 paths we can go.
Are we sure those are actually 2 separate paths, or is that just...
That's a good question. It might just diverge into the same one, like with Edith Finch.
Yep. Because I know nothing about this game.
Me neither.
Other than it is walking simulator. That's all I know about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then it just dawned on me, I had the stream volume set to 0 for some reason.
Whoops! Granted, there's not a lot there, just very calm ambience.
Right now it's just background noise.
Yeah, mostly waves. And I think I hear a helicopter. Unless it's outside. That might be outside.
I was going to say, I'm just getting wind. Lobster cages.
Who's up for lobster?
Are we near Maine?
If we're near Maine, we need to get away.
Yeah.
That's Stephen King country.
Yeah, we don't need to be attacked by clowns that are actually alien
At
spiders.
night, you can see the lights sometimes from a passing tanker or trawler.
I've encountered the Tommy knockers.
Down here, they fuse
Carrie.
into ambiguity. For instance, I cannot readily tell if they belong
Encounter
to
any
or
particular
away.
strange burial
The
grounds.
distinction now seems banal. Why not everything and all at once? There's nothing better to do here than indulge in contradictions whilst waiting for the fabric of life to unravel.
Encounter any cars without drivers.
Yeah, it looks like this might be the same. This might be with the other paths, so I guess they do kind of diverge into one.
What just came to me? Oh no! It's the beach that ages you exponentially.
Oh yeah, the M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie.
Yeah, where they added. He added the bit of case based on a book, where he added a bit of. Oh yeah, they're doing this for medical research.
Windy.
Yes.
We'll say this game does look very pretty.
It does. Very rural.
A wonderful sight. The moon cresting the junction between the cliff path and the stone circle. It cast a shadow of the ridge across the beach, all the world as if you had signed your name in untidy handwriting.
hell are you talking?
I wonder if, like, is he talking or is somebody else talking?
Oh no, this poor guy is full of voices going on in his head.
It's worse than Deadpool.
Are we going to find a cabin up here?
Well, we appear to be
When
heading near
someone
the
died or
lighthouse.
was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Huh.
An infection that's not just of the flesh.
Is that a graveyard or are we finding a knockoff Stonehenge?
Standing stones.
We are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
Have we stumbled onto the set of the lighthouse? Do we need to get indoors before it gets dark and the fishmen come out?
Probably. But then what if we get there and the kobolds are annoyed that we're there?
Kobolds off merfolk. Kobolds off merfolk.
I'll take my chances with the merfolk over the who. Kobolds are vicious and they work really well in packs.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
A lot of caves out here.
Wolverhampton.
I think I read somewhere that this place that the story actually takes place in Scotland.
They have a very light accent if they do.
Ugh, it's windy.
Wolverhampton is located 13 miles northwest of Birmingham in England.
Northern lands.
They apparently have a soccer
I've
team.
become convinced I'm not alone here, even though I'm equally sure it is.
Nearly
simply
everyone has a
delusion
football
brought
team.
about by circumstance. I do not, for instance, remember where I found the candles, or why I took it upon myself to light such a strange pathway. Perhaps it is only for those who are bound to follow.
Made it to the rocks.
The strange symbols of the rocks, do not touch them.
Right now they look pretty bare. Well, no, the one in here maybe has something. No, it's just weirdly shaped.
Okay, that means we need to carve symbols into the rocks then, right?
Maybe.
You say they look pretty bare, but there's nothing grisly about them.
They almost
I
kind
mean,
of
they've
look
got like
more
moss and stuff on them.
Yeah, they almost kind of look more like tree stumps than rock. Anything back this way while I'm looking? And unfortunately, this is my speed. I cannot speed up. I goes whoa.
So yeah, the game takes place in an unnamed island in the Hebrides, Scotland. Or is it pronounced Hebrides?
Hebrides sounds familiar.
Oh, I
You
apparently finished the lighthouse
Dear
chapter.
Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Pretty sure we're going backwards, but might as well at least look.
Gee, a lack of marks in a game that's a landmark edition. Huh. I've walked in places like this, and it just feels like at any moment the ground is just going to give way and make me slide down the hill.
Found some barrels.
And a box of some sort.
Yeah.
Let's see. Reposit something. Advice?
Repossession advice.
Huh. Can't really read it.
At least that's what I'm reading.
Yeah.
Somebody got repoed.
Man, what a dump.
That's another boat that has seen better days. Another couple of boats that have seen better days.
Odin, is this your doing? Was it on
Now,
your...
those are boats, not houses.
Yeah, but you never know. It might be a case of, like, he was passing through and then the boats were there like, is that a fucking house? Crash!
But if Vince, we told you to stay away!
I mean, I could see that. I could actually see boats crashing because they saw a house floating by.
Something else flashing out in the distance.
I mean, that's a lighthouse of some sort. I don't know if it's the same one.
Yeah, I don't know, considering it's got a white light instead of a red one. And then the rocks are not letting me drown.
Darn you, nature.
Look, they just don't want you littering the place with your corpse.
But then I feed the fishies.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
That's a statement. What the heck does it say on that boat there?
Neither did we eat nor drink, I'm guessing.
Is
So that's where Friday's containers went. Out of work, we had 2 containers to tip. Neither of them turned up.
Yeah, I think that's the lighthouse we were following earlier.
So yeah, that'd be a separate lighthouse.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in a place like this, having multiple lighthouses, probably a good idea considering the shape of these boats. Seems like they could have built a few more lighthouses.
You can only handle so many dragons.
Mind you, that lighthouse in the distance may not be a lighthouse. It may be an anglerfish.
Ooh.
It's an awfully big anglerfish.
I had kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was
Mind you, if you watched the channel Roanoke Tales,
your outline and your speech both blurred.
you will listen to his tirades about anglerfish. You believe they're out to take over the world.
And made their escape.
They are pretty
You've been
freaky
rendered
looking.
opaque by the car of a drunk.
Did he just say he got surgery for his kidney stones?
That's what it sounded
Yep.
like.
That's a thing that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, they must have been really big that they couldn't pass
Not
by on
Lord's
their
wife
own.
Looking over her shoulder, but a scar in the hillside, falling away to black forever.